The rapid advancement of artificial intelligence. Is it really advancing, or are we missing the bigger picture? Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to discuss a topic that is increasingly influencing our lives, whether we realize it or not: artificial intelligence or artificial intelligence. Now, it's a word thrown around often, hailed as a revolutionary force, the dawn of a new era. But I think we should pause and reflect on what this means, not superficially, but deeply fundamentally. Are we witnessing the true potential of artificial intelligence, or is there something hidden, something unspoken, something perhaps far more advanced than we, the public, have been allowed to see? Let us take a journey through the facts, the speculations, and the real-life applications, and let us examine this question thoroughly. The concept of artificial intelligence is not new. It emerged in the mid-20th century, a time when humanity was grappling with the implications of newfound computational power. In 1958, the first neural network was created, a rudimentary system that could recognize patterns. By 1997, IBM's Deep Blue defeated Garry Kasparov, the world chess champion. Now, you might think that is impressive, and it was, but what it represented was even more profound. It was the first time a machine demonstrated its ability to outperform human cognition in a structured, rule-based task. Fast forward to today, and artificial intelligence has infiltrated our daily lives in ways we could not have imagined. Tools like Siri and Alexa now understand your voice and respond accordingly. Tesla cars drive themselves, or so they claim. But let us not be naive. These advancements rely on processing vast amounts of data and leveraging algorithms refined over decades. And that is where we find a key limitation. These systems do not understand us. They do not reason. They merely calculate. For example, your smartphone predicting the next word you will type is based on statistical likelihood, not comprehension. But, and this is critical, let us not pretend the public sphere is the entirety of technological development. Agencies like DARPA, which gave us foundational technologies like GPS and the internet, have undoubtedly explored artificial intelligence at a far deeper level. During the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, they developed advanced surveillance systems capable of identifying threats autonomously. These systems were not science fiction, they were real. And if those were the tools of a decade ago, what might they have now? Today's AI functions as a sophisticated tool, nothing more. It is not conscious. It does not think. It cannot, for example, ponder the moral implications of its actions or develop a sense of purpose. Consider Tesla's self-driving cars again. They are touted as revolutionary, yet they operate on a foundation of data collection and pattern recognition. They can navigate a freeway because they have been trained on millions of miles of driving data. But when faced with an unfamiliar scenario, say a large object falling from a truck, they often fail. Why? Because they cannot extrapolate meaning or context. They can only respond to patterns. And yet this tool, like nature, is still extraordinary. Think about generative artificial intelligence, such as OpenAI's ChatGPT or DALL-E. These systems can write essays, compose music, or create stunning pieces of visual art. But let's be clear, they are mimics, not creators. They take what already exists, the collective output of human ingenuity, and reassemble it into something that looks new. In that sense, they are fundamentally limited. But, and here is a point worth pondering, what if the versions of artificial intelligence we see today are mere shadows of something more profound, more advanced? Historically, technologies with military or strategic value are held in secrecy for years, even decades, before becoming publicly available. The internet is a prime example. What began as ARPANET, a military communication tool, eventually became the backbone of global connectivity. If AI is following the same trajectory, what does that imply for its true capabilities? This brings us to a more speculative, but no less compelling topic: the role of governments and clandestine organizations in shaping the trajectory of artificial intelligence. Throughout history, technological breakthroughs have often emerged first in secretive settings. Think about encryption technology. which was once the sole domain of intelligence agencies, or nuclear physics, which was developed in the most classified project of the 20th century, the Manhattan Project. Now consider this. What if there are artificial intelligence systems operating today that far exceed what we know? For example, the Pentagon's Project Maven employs artificial intelligence to analyze drone footage, identifying objects, individuals, and movements with astonishing precision. This program, while publicly acknowledged, is likely a surface-level application of what is truly possible. And let us not ignore cybersecurity. Agencies like the National Security Agency use advanced algorithms to detect and neutralize threats in real time, analyzing global data flows at scales incomprehensible to the average person. These tools are leaps and bounds ahead of anything available to civilians. So, is it far-fetched to suggest that somewhere in a classified research facility, there exists an artificial intelligence system capable of reasoning, predicting, and possibly even learning in ways that public systems cannot? I do not think so. But let us temper our expectations, at least for a moment. AI, as we know it, is not without its challenges. It requires vast amounts of data that is often biased, incomplete, or inaccessible. Facial recognition systems, for instance, have been shown to perform poorly when identifying individuals from minority groups. Why? Because their training datasets lack diversity. This is not just a technical problem, it is a moral and societal one. Then there is the issue of energy consumption. Training a model like OpenAI's GPT-4 requires computational resources equivalent to the energy usage of hundreds of homes. This is unsustainable on a global scale. If we continue down this path, what are the environmental costs? And let us not forget ethical concerns. Deepfake technology, for instance, has been used to spread misinformation and manipulate public opinion. AI-driven automation has displaced workers in industries ranging from manufacturing to journalism, creating widespread economic disruption. These limitations are significant, but they may be mitigated in classified systems with access to greater resources. And this creates a disparity, a widening chasm between what the public can access and what governments or corporations can control. Artificial intelligence, as it stands today, is a powerful tool, one with the potential to transform industries, economies, and human interaction. But it is not sentient. It does not think. And, most importantly, it may not represent the full extent of what artificial intelligence can achieve.